I know it looks like we've got some young people in the studio. They're teenagers in the Our Town Matters studios. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk to Sarah and Ashley, two graduating seniors from Montrose High School. But before we get to that, we're going to talk about some upcoming events. And I just wanted to remind everyone that Montrose Matters Live is brought to you by Alpine Bank, River Valley Family Health Centers, the Elevate, and the Real Estate Store. So thank you so much for these great underwriters. All right, let's talk about some events that are coming up. Let's see. So the events that we have coming up this coming week, and it looks like I probably forgot the event slide. So I know our producer's looking at me like, I don't know what you're talking about, Tanya. We've been away too long. So I'm going to try and remember them off the top of my head. But have you guys been to the farmer's market here in Montrose?
Yeah, I have.
I'm taking visits down there.
Well, guess what is happening on May 7th? The farmers market is coming back with their full summer program. So although the local farmers market is, it goes around all year, in the summer, it's every Saturday. So that's exciting.
Oh, that's really
awesome.
good.
I know,
really
I'm
exciting.
super excited about that. And then I know that the Magic Circle Players has Fiddler on the Roof.
My teacher's playing in
Oh,
that.
No, really?
She is.
Which teacher?
Miss Griffiny. She's
She does plays?
I think she's the main.
gosh.
I don't know anything about Fiddler on the Roof, but she's like a main character, and she's always rehearsing. And she's like, "Sorry guys, I won't be there the 13th because that's our opening night."
Oh, that's great.
God.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go out and
Oh, you're gonna
see
have to
that.
go check it out because she's
Really?
great. She's amazing.
Okay. Well, if you go to ourtownmatters.net and you click on the calendar tab, then you'll see, all the events that we have coming up. And I promise you, there are so many that are happening here in Montrose. One of the things I do want to let everyone know is there is a small business awards program that is happening, and it was supposed to be April 29th, which is today. But we have extended that, the nomination, so you can send nominations through July 8th, and it'll be July 29th now at the Pavilion, which you guys are very familiar with, huh?
Yeah.
I figured as much. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back and talk to two seniors. Oh, my gosh. Oh, and then, of course, Drew Bob. You know what? I love live production because you can make anything happen. Drew is kind of amazing.
Spontaneous.
Yes. So it looks like I did forget a few things. Tonight, it's spaghetti dinner at the Elks Lodge, and it's going to benefit the Montrose Center for the Arts. Are you guys familiar with that?
No, but
I
I've
actually have heard of that.
The Elks Lodge is amazing.
Is it?
It's
Yes.
great up there.
Well, it's a great event location, but the Montrose Center for the Arts, I mean, whatever artistry you're interested in, whether it's painting or jewelry making, that is sculptures, yes,
Yeah.
that is the place to go. And it's right here on Main Street. And then, who likes furry animals?
Doesn't
Everyone.
everyone?
Oh my goodness, puppies, kittens, whatever. Those are always fun. So the Humane Society is having their annual adoption event. So Second Chance Humane Society is having their adoption event on the 30th. That is tomorrow, and that will be at the Montrose location. We already talked about the Farmers Market and the Small Business Awards. So that's all of our events that are coming up. But again, go online to ourtownmatters.net, click on calendar, and we'll be right back. At River Valley Healthcare Centers, we believe everyone deserves access to quality care. At our locations, you will find friendly staff and professional medical providers who are committed to helping you achieve optimal health. Our goal is to meet the needs of our community by eliminating barriers to patients receiving quality medical, dental, and mental health care, as well as convenient access to a pharmacy. We're accepting new patients, so contact us today, regardless of your insurance and income status.
In Colorado, we come prepared to weather any storm, to choose to see obstacles as challenges that make us stronger and better. When things get hard, we face them, dig in, and rise above. That's why Alpine Bank is proud to call Colorado home. After all, everything we need is right here. You are Colorado. So are we.
Okay, and we're back with Montrose Matters Live. We are talking to Sarah and Ashley, two graduating seniors. I am super excited. This is one of my favorite episodes of the year. You know why? Because usually all high school students, they like giggle, and especially when you're about to graduate, everything's funny.
Life is great. There's so much to go forward
There's so much
to.
going on.
Exactly. So I'm in my element because, you know, you're going to laugh at everything I say.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, this is going to be the toughest question of the morning. And we are giving away a $50 gift card to, to Visa, a gift card. So anybody who comments or asks a question of these two high school seniors, you're going to be entered to win this gift card. So get online, start typing in questions or making comments. All right, tough question here. How sad are you that high school is over?
Well, you know, I don't think it's very sad. It's more like, I've heard melancholy might be the word you're looking for, because it's...
Ladies and gentlemen, she did say melancholy. This is Montrose High School seniors. Way to go.
Because you're going to miss your friends, and of course your whole town is your upbringing, even though as a senior it doesn't seem important, you might not think about it, but this town has brought a lot to you and you're going to miss that. But at the same time, you have something to look forward to. So it's not like you're you know, missing out on any opportunities, because you're going to something even greater.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's mostly been, like, the sad part has been because of dance. Because I'm a dancer, and I've been a dancer since I was about 2 years old.
What do you dance, Sarah?
I'm a ballerina for the most part. And I think that's the saddest part, but the actual moving on and going on to bigger and better things is pretty exciting. Yeah.
So, you know what, let's talk about where you dance, because that's a major part of this community. And Ashley, you were talking about how this community gives back. In a town the size of Montrose, it's pretty amazing that we have a dance studio such as Weehawken.
It's amazing. Yeah, we work really hard. We spend at least 4 or 5 months preparing for a show. And we do auditions. It's like a real company. And we rehearse for about 8 hours every Sunday if you're a lead. Yeah, and yeah, I'm really excited about it. I've been participating for a really long time. And it's all across the Western Slope. So we have it, like, we have studios in Ouray as well as Montrose, and then people from Silverton will come that far to dance with us.
So our little community here has helped mold and sculpt you, is what I'm hearing both of you say.
Oh, absolutely.
Beyond, you know, just the high school experience.
Yeah, I've had a lot of opportunities to get bigger roles here because it is such a small town, that I know that I wouldn't have gotten in bigger cities or had the opportunity to perform, and I'm really grateful for that.
Wonderful. So, Montrose, you're doing well.
Yeah, you are.
We hope that, you know, these young ladies, because we're going to talk about them, what their next steps are here. And before we get to that, I want to talk about some of your just memorable moments in high school. And do you feel like you've gotten a good education, that you've had good teachers? Are you ready for the next step? Have we prepared you?
Right.
I would like to say yes. I've had some phenomenal teachers throughout. If you don't mind, I can note a couple.
Oh, she can. And they're polite too. No one asked my opinion. Thank you, Ashley. Yes, you can note a few.
I would say great English teachers, Mrs. Kurtz, Mrs. Fabian, Mr. Hokett, Mr. Wright. I haven't had all of them, but those are the ones I've had. Math teachers, Mr. Clark and Mr. Almgren, and again, I haven't had all of them, Mr. Fazler, Miss Wagner, social studies, and PE teachers. There's just so many. It's an amazing staff, and I know many people in the community brag about it, and they've given us a great education that's taught us a lot, and of course there's students, and you learn a lot of experiences. I personally am a basketball player.
Okay.
I played all throughout high school, and I learned a lot about...
What position did you play?
I was the point guard and a shooting guard.
Okay, so let me see. Let me remember my basketball here. That means you are fast and you can make baskets, right? That's what point guards do?
Well, they don't necessarily, their job isn't necessarily to make baskets. It's to kind of control the floor and pass the ball and for their teammates to score points. But it was
Is that even a term, make baskets?
It is now.
It is now it is. See, thank you for not outing me for saying make baskets. What is she talking about?
No, I got what you're saying.
Okay.
But sports is really fun, whether it's basketball or anything that the high school offers. We offer a lot of different things to be a part of a team and learn how to grow with people individually, learn a lot working with somebody. And leadership is a huge thing that you can learn in clubs even too. But it's a lot of fun. You learn a lot about how people treat you, how to treat them, and there's opportunities to travel and meet new people. And so I'd say try new things, as many new things as you can, even if you've never done it before. Is really important.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. Now, what about you, Sarah? Any memorable moments or educators or?
I think this year I've had some really phenomenal teachers. I would also like to note a few.
She's not asking my permission now. So.
But like Miss Griffiny, like I already said, she's a phenomenal teacher, and she knows how to understand someone my age, and she knows how to talk to you, and she knows exactly what's going through your head. It seems like she can read your mind, and she's always looking out for you. And Mr. Scriffany, her husband, also a phenomenal teacher.
Oh, I didn't realize that we had a husband and wife team teaching.
I think there's a couple.
Oh,
There's
really?
a couple. Yep, there's the Clarks and the Snyders, Yanowskis.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're all very great, very amazing.
All phenomenal teachers. My art teacher, Mr. Leonard, he gave me the ABC award this year for my art.
Okay.
Made my senior year. So yeah, and Miss Kurtz, of course.
Of course, you know.
Of course, you know Kurtz.
She's a favorite with
She's
with
a fan
many.
favorite.
So, okay, I have a question for you. Now, let's think back when you started school. Let's try and think back to kindergarten.
That was a long time ago.
It was? Okay.
This might be too long.
The joke was I was going to try and find a picture from my high school graduation, and I don't think we had photography back then.
That hasn't been that long.
But let's think back to kindergarten, and let's talk about, oh wait, who is that? Is that Ashley? Oh, so Ashley, would you, yes, we want to say thank you for that great picture.
I think the drawing looks more like me than
That's so cute.
So, Ashley, what would you tell your kindergarten self now?
Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know. I've never been asked that question before. You know, when you're little, everything in life is just fun. You're not worried about anything. You don't have responsibilities, and you're just like, I'm gonna play with my toys or go ride my bike with my friends. And I think, to tell myself, my kindergarten self would tell me, would be to keep that mentality and that attitude of have fun. And think like a kid, because I think kids don't care about their image. And I think as we grow older, we tend to care, and then we lose ourselves trying to be people that we aren't to other people to impress them or whatever, and then you're not happy. And I think I would tell myself to keep living like a child and just have fun and try new things, and go want to ride my bike with my friends when or just as a metaphor type sense, but
exactly
just like that.
I love that. So, Sarah, what would you tell your kindergarten self, or have your kindergarten self tell you?
I think that mine is pretty similar to that. I think that being lighthearted and fun and keeping that around for the rest of life, when life gets more difficult and maybe more serious, having that part of yourself is really important. It keeps you young.
You know what? I would agree with that. And so I'm totally going to out myself about something. And the Maddox family, when there's like a song or a commercial or something, if the TV's on, that pops up on the TV, we all jump up and say, dance party! And we start dancing silly. And he just turned 9. 9-year-old loves that. And we've been doing that for years. And it's just, it's who we are. It's what we do. And so I would say listen to your kindergarten self.
Yeah, you are one of the funnest people I've met.
Gosh.
I always know when you're in the room because there's laughter and smiles and everyone's having a great
energy.
time.
Well, that is, I'm going to take that. So, okay, I want to go back in time a little more, and I promise I'm not going to show any more pictures.
Oh, no, that's okay.
But at Montrose, this is going to be important to Montrose businesses. This is, you're really going to want to hear this. So 4 years ago, we were shooting Montrose Matters, and it wasn't live then. I know technology has helped. And it was our graduating seniors episode. And I had someone in our studios who happened to be your sister.
Yes.
So 4 years ago, Shelby Ortega was on Montrose Matters. She was graduating high school and just ready to take on life. Well, the exciting thing, Montrose, that you need to know is I have been blessed that 4 years later, Shelby Ortega works for Our Town Matters and is doing an amazing job. Aww. So this goes to my next question. We're going to talk about where you guys are going off to school and everything after this commercial break, but be thinking about how do we get you to come back? Right. So you ladies are about smart, going to great schools and are going to study, some amazing things. But how do we encourage you to come back to Montrose and make a life here and help us make Montrose better? So you think about that. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Believe it, just like Gigfoot, zero-lag gaming does exist. The real myth now? Slow internet made you lose. So step up your game with Elevate Internet today.
At the Real Estate Store, we're a group of real estate professionals who share all forms of property brokering in an innovative way. Our expertise and experience makes us the best choice for buyers and sellers. Our brokers are ready to assist you, either in person or virtually. Come visit us in historic downtown Montrose and experience for yourself the difference of our personal, professional property brokers.
Oh, and we're back in the studios. We have Ashley and Sarah, two graduating high school seniors from Montrose High School. And our producer, Drew, is like, I feel like I'm in high school again. Just the energy these girls bring, it's fun and exciting, and it just makes me want to take on the world and run around and do stuff.
Good.
Yeah, if you're in the corner of Maine and San Juan today, watch out. You might see me running around. All right, so life after high school. Let's get serious.
Let's get serious.
What does that look like for you? Let's start with you, Sarah.
Well, I plan on attending Fort Lewis College, and I'm planning on majoring in biology right now, but of course, you never know when that changes.
Don't worry, parents. It's gonna be fine.
I'll figure it out.
Yes.
It'll be fine, Mom. But I'm really interested in the medical field and all things science. And then I'm planning on also minoring in art, studio art, because that's also something I'm really interested in. And yeah, I'm going to climb a lot of mountains, and I'm going to see a lot of new things, and I'm really excited.
So, Sarah, I believe after talking to you before the show, you're going to climb a lot of mountains, both figuratively and literally. So I just cannot wait to see what you become and how that all works out. So, Ashley, what about you? Where are you going?
I'm heading to Montana State University in Bozeman, Montana.
Okay. Oh, goodbye.
I know, it's so far.
What are you going to study?
I'm studying business.
Okay, good. So one day I might have a business called Our Town Matters for sale. Maybe you can help me broker that deal or something. So either way, we got to get you to come back. Now, you two are besties, right?
Yeah.
Don't you love my vernacular? Do they still say that? You know, because I make up words now.
They do say
Yes,
it.
we are besties.
We're besties, and I understand there is a teacher that we can blame for that.
There is, I noted him earlier, Mr. Almgren, our college algebra teacher junior year.
Yeah.
We had him at the start of COVID when we were like going to school part-time and it was really difficult. It was a hard class.
Yeah, and I think it was like the first class I've ever had with her, and
She actually said she had no idea I existed.
I didn't know who she was.
So whatever, we won't.
We don't have to talk about it. But Mr. Almgreen emailed me because I was struggling because COVID is just like...
It's funny that she was struggling. Is this how best friends act?
This is how it is
Okay.
with her. But I was struggling in that class. I didn't know what the heck was happening. And he emailed me and he was like, you should talk to Ashley. And
Because I would know what was going on.
so we got together at Coffee Trader one day, and neither of us knew what the heck was happening. It turns out
We had to film a little skit of us talking and describing our math.
it was terrible. It turned out terrible. But we both ended with A's, so
Drew, why didn't we get a copy of that skit? That would have been
Hopefully it's
awesome.
I have it. I still have it.
You
on my iPad.
do? Okay.
But he told us to get together. We got together, and it turned out to be a great friendship. And we climbed our first 14er together.
did.
Oh, wait, your first 14er?
Yeah.
We did.
You've had several?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
The goal is
It's coming.
Yeah.
This summer.
Really? Okay, so
Coming
you're going to
soon.
do a lot of climbing. Now, do we have plans to meet and get together after you, because you're both going to two different schools? And
Yeah, absolutely.
We definitely will. A big part of our friendship is adventuring and going new places, and so I think, and Sarah definitely brings out a fun side of me, so going somewhere,
So
traveling.
we can blame Sarah.
Well, I think Ashley has definitely taught me. She's brought out an adventurous spirit in me. Also, she is really good at doing that for everybody. She's like, oh, do you want to do this? You should do this. You should just try something new all the time. Like, she's really good about opening your world up.
Except I almost killed her one time.
So it's okay, because I almost killed you one time.
Was this on campus or off campus?
This was off campus,
Okay.
and she did. I'm serious. I'm surprised I'm not dead right now.
I know. Okay. Are we going to talk about this?
Okay, well-
Because she's alive and she's fine.
Oh, I'm
She is
good.
fine
It's
now.
funny now. It's
So,
really funny.
All right, we were skiing in Telluride, and Sarah is a good skier, but she hadn't skied in years, okay? And I haven't taken a break since I started. So I kind of was like, oh yeah, you've got a background. Took her like once, and then the second time we went, I was like, okay, you got it, you're fine. And I took her down a black.
Called confidence. It was called confidence.
Ooh.
And not just was it steep, but it had these huge moguls, and I mean, I was like, it's fine, just turn. You know, I was like, just turn your skis.
She's like, you got it, girl.
Yeah, you'll be okay. And then she's like, okay. But before that, she's like, I don't think I can do it. But the three of us had already gone. And
They
we're
were like,
you
send
can,
it.
You're fine.
Send it, Sarah, send it. And I was
We
like,
did.
okay.
And then she goes behind me, turns, and then the next thing I know is just Sarah going boom, 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 down the entire mountain, and all these people behind me skiing are like, oh. And Sarah, I'm like, oh, her skis are pulled, everything is everywhere.
Oh my
She's catching air, and it was
Yeah, every mogul I went down, I caught more air and more momentum.
Oh my goodness. To be young again.
Oh, yeah.
I was so surprised she didn't break her neck or.
Ashley, I've never seen Ashley more terrified in her life. Like, she picked up my skis and bolted down the hill, and then she just like, I stopped right before a tree, by the way. And she came up right next to me and was like, okay, do not move. She was like, open your eyes and follow my fingers.
I was pretending to be like in the medical
She was
field,
a medic.
You know, like
She
I was
was my
a
medic.
doctor in that moment.
How many shows have you seen that you're like, don't move, follow the finger?
Because
I would have never thought of that.
your eyes like dilate when you get a concussion.
One eye
so,
will be bigger than the
yeah,
other.
so I was like, look at me.
Did we just do that? So, you know what? Talking about eyeballs, all right, now that we know that you're okay,
Yeah.
My understanding is you were called the eyeball girl.
Well, Ashley knew me because in middle school I used to think I had really pretty eyes, and I was like,
But
this
you
is
do.
like,
You do
I
have
was
really
like,
pretty
this
eyes.
is my best feature. Like, I'm gonna take pictures of it, and I did. And looking back, it was like a really embarrassing middle school
Because
thing.
just
But
zoomed in, you know, with the
it was just
flash.
like, and Ashley was like, I wonder who this girl is. Like,
This
I
is
know
weird.
her
Having
eyes.
her eyes.
Like, okay, like they're cool, but isn't that really like kind of weird?
You know, the things that you do together, it makes me laugh, but there is something that you two have talked about doing together that makes me worried for my job. Drew, we should be a little concerned.
Oh.
Is there a blog or talk show in your future?
This isn't probably not a real thing. We were just fantasizing. We were up in the mountains and we were like, dude, wouldn't it be cool to just, you know, film our adventure?
Yeah, because we're constantly doing like really cool things together.
Yeah, we were like, we can just laugh and talk and just be ourselves and people will want to
Yeah, we could just talk and laugh and be ourselves and make money.
That's, you know, if it's as easy as that, then I'm going to laugh more.
This was pre-college acceptance, you know, so we're like, we can get famous, we don't have to go to school. We can just go online.
All right. Don't worry, Fort Lewis and Montana State, they're still coming, okay? They are. They will be moving in the dorms in August. Now, we still have a few fun high school moments coming up. We have prom, right?
Yes, of course.
And then graduation's a thing.
Graduation is a thing.
Is that coming?
I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You kind of, you know, you probably want to show up for that one.
Probably.
You know.
Probably.
I guess.
Yeah.
Now, is prom as nostalgic as it used to be?
I think so.
Yeah.
So you're looking forward to it.
Oh, I love the dances. I love going and socializing. It's so much fun. Getting ready, being all pretty is always
We've
fun.
always gotten ready for this will be our third dance together. We're getting ready together. Yeah, taking pictures beforehand.
Yeah, that's
Well,
always
you're
fun.
going to love college then, because all the formals and everything, a reason to get pretty and dressed up and stuff like that is always good.
It is fun.
yeah.
It's always fun.
Now, I had brought up the name Dr. Carrie Stevens to you both.
Yeah.
And earlier, and you both had a big old smile on your face. So tell me about Dr. Stevens. She did something, or you presented something to her.
Yeah, so I took AP Gov this year, and which is a phenomenal class, by the way, highly recommend it. And we had to do like a civic duty. It was part of our requirement. And my class was thinking we should make it so that AP tests are free for our district, because each test is like $90, and I think a lot of the reason kids don't take the class is because they don't want to take the test, but the whole point of the class is the test so that you can get college credit.
Right.
And we were explaining all of these things to her, being like it would vastly change how kids are able to acquire like higher level classes like that. And she was phenomenal. She came to our class and she talked about it with us. And at the end, my favorite thing is she was like, there is no way that I will not fund this. And I was like, oh my God. And so yeah, now AP tests are free for the whole district, and
Because of your government
because of my class, yeah.
That is amazing. Well, and because, you know, you have a pretty awesome superintendent.
She's amazing. Yeah, and she also said reach out if there's anything that you want to change. Like she's a great representative for our school, and I recommend that if you do have anything that you want to change, you reach out to her and you try, because she's the type of person that will help you.
You know, Montrose, that is coming from our graduating seniors. I have to tell you, ladies, you are, and I'm calling you ladies now, not kids, you are well-spoken.
Thank you.
You are just such gracious, you know, individuals, and it makes me proud that this is what our community has put out.
Yeah.
So I have some exciting news for you that will not necessarily help you this year, but you know that it's coming soon. So Dr. Carrie Stevens was one of our women of distinction, and she was featured in this awesome little magazine here. But while we were doing her photo shoot, she said, Tanya, I had an idea. And I said, you had me at idea. So tell me about it. Dr. Carrie Stevens wants to put on a 2-day girls conference next year for all of the high school girls, and you would get class credit and so forth for that. Is that not amazing?
That is a great idea.
That's really.
And so I passed that on to a couple of other folks, and I think we're going to have a lot of support for that. So come
that's
next
a really good
year,
idea.
you'll be able to, not you, but high school girls will be able to talk to local business leaders and owners and so forth, and just learn from them. It's going to be
really
amazing.
Important.
That is really good. And they're supporting local businesses at the same time, too. That's phenomenal.
I think so. So, with all of that said, tell me, what are you looking forward to the most?
In
the
college?
next coming, in college and life, just life after high school.
I am just looking forward to trying all kinds of new things. It's a whole new world, and it's a whole new spectrum of people. I think I'm going to a pretty small college, but it's still way bigger than my little high school. And I'm just really excited to meet new people and try new things and broaden my spectrum.
That's great. I went to a small college and I turned out okay.
Right, I'm sure you
better than
see, I
okay.
can see
Great.
that. You're amazing.
What about you, Ashley? What are you looking forward to?
I would have to say similar things. You know, when you leave a place you've known forever, especially I'm going pretty far on purpose too. I wanted to go farther. I wanted to explore. I wanted to mostly just meet new people and find opportunities, and of course getting a phenomenal education to learn. And I know that will take me somewhere. And
It will.
I love the community down in Bozeman. There's a little bit of everything. You can be outdoorsy. You can. It's fun. It's a fun place. The people are great, and I'm just looking forward to adventures and just whatever life brings.
Good. Well, guess what, Montrose? Both of these ladies, I have found that one of them full ride academic scholarship, the other almost 99.9% of it because of academics. And I am so impressed with the quality of individuals that our local school puts out. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Enjoy the next steps in life, and make sure that you remember Montrose is home. Come on back.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Everyone, let's make it a great Friday in Montrose.